things you can say. Ask, is there anything I can do to relieve your stress? And don't be a mouth about it. In other words, show and tell. Because your words really kind of fall on deaf ears. But perhaps maybe you just show up. I remember when I was in the Dallas area, I had one of my daughter by loves, and I was trying to reach out to her, and I couldn't get a response from her. So I knew she must have been going through some things. So one Sunday when I knew she was at home, I showed up. I knocked on the door and she came to the door, and I just embraced her with a hug. And I said, I know you must be in a dark space right now. I want you to know that it's okay to be where you're at because I'm here for you. And I hugged her. I embraced her. She invited me in, did some cleaning up in her place, and just showed her. So show the people that you love them. Ask them, can you take them on a drive somewhere? Just sit somewhere in silence with them. Ask them, where are you getting your support from? Because they need support. And then reassure them that they won't always feel that way. And maybe it's time that you share one of your best kept secrets, because we've all gone through something. And when a person knows that you can relate to where they're at, they tend to respond better. So go check on somebody today. Check on them today. To give you a recap, depression is stage 4 in grief. There are resources out there available for you. You can start with your church. If you're in the work environment, most companies have what's called an EAP program, or employee assistance program, where you're entitled to get some free services to start off with. Each plan is different, but do that and know that it's confidential. So you don't have to worry about them going back telling your workplace what's going on with you. It's very confidential. I've used it. I've experienced it. It was my lifeline for me. So let it be a lifeline for you. And then, use the internet resources. Just Google depression. Google support help. So you can get the help that you need. And now we're going to talk about energy. Energy is the E in grief. Energy. Most times when we think about energy, usually we're talking about it's a lack of. In other words, we don't have any energy. Well, today I want to talk to you about energy. Now think about this. When your cell phone device or any device that needs, battery life, your vehicle, whatever, when it doesn't have any energy, you go plug it into a source that can recharge that device. You need some recharging. So look at your circle. Who are you plugged into? And if you find that you're plugged into energy that's not energy, that's not recharging you, listen, unplug from that. Sometimes different outlets don't work. For whatever reason, they don't work. And so we began to search. I need an outlet that works. I need an outlet that works. I need an outlet that works. So here's what I want to tell you today. Find you some energy that works. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Wait a moment. You hear that? That's thunder and lightning. You need to get connected to some thunder and lightning. Thunder and lightning that can energize you. Now, if you're with someone, you know what? I'm not going to even talk about it, because you know those individuals who don't add any energy to you. You know who they are. Unplug from them. Unplug from them. And I'm going to leave it right there, because that in itself is powerful. Get plugged into some good energy. Whether it's a podcast, preferably it'll be Tea Time with Tan. But if it's not Tea Time with Tan, whatever it is, get plugged into some energy. Get you some music that gets you moving, gets you energized. Have conversations with people who can deposit into your life energy. You were not created to stay in that dark place. Listen, somebody needs what you were created to do. Somebody need your experience. Somebody need what's on the other side of the pain you may be experiencing. So first, take care of you. Get the help you need, because it impacts your brand. It impacts you. You are your best brand. You are your favorite brand. And you guys know I break down the word brand. It's be you. Real, attract new deals. Be real, attract new deals. Be real, attract new deals. That is what you were created to do. You were created to thrive. You were created to shine. Listen here. Right now, we're going to go ahead and move to the inspirational moment of my podcast show. So here's the deal. Get in front of a mirror. And if you're driving, pull down that rear view mirror. Oh, got a little tongue twisted there. Look at your side view mirror. Wherever you're at, pull out a mirror right now. And I want you to look in the mirror and say, I am my most favorite brand. I am energized. I am an overcomer. Depression, you are defeated. Grief, I'm dealing with you. Look in the mirror. Say it again. You are your most favorite brand. You are energy. You are your most favorite brand. You are energy. You add value. You thrive in your brand. Grief may have shown up, but hey, you defeated it. You are defeating it. Now, every morning, when you do your morning affirmations, and when I say morning, listen, it could be midday, it could be night, it could be on your job, it could be on your break. Whenever morning comes, and morning is when you wake up and you realize something new. And we should be doing this every day about who we are. You are your most favorite brand. Stand up, take charge, take your life back. Then go make it a great one. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Tea Time with Tan. I want you to know that you are your most favorite brand. You are energized. You are energy. I want you to be inspired, be encouraged, and be motivated. And go get it. And while you're doing that, remember, all your days are good. All your days are good, and some are just better. I'll see you next week. And hey, remember, follow me on Spreaker.com. Oh, something else that's good. You can now hear me on SoundCloud. You can hear me on Spotify. I'm coming soon to other streaming outlets. You'll be able to hear me everywhere after a while. Share this information with someone else. There is someone you know who needs this kind of tea. Don't be a tea blocker. Share the tea. Continue to be the cream and the sugar. Make it good. Share it. Let's go change the world together. I appreciate you. Remember, I'm on social media. Look for I Am Tan Tate. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, now on Snapchat and Twitter. You can find me at Anointed, the number 2 Speak. That's Anointed to Speak. Let's get connected. Let's stay connected. See you next week. Take care.